Hello, everyone. This is Arco Elder. So, I have already put a couple of videos up about ogamex and how to do this and that. But today I thought I'd do a shorter one and show you some of the actual game or what's in the game. So, ogamex is a real time space based strategy game. Now, what it means by real time is it means it actually happens in real time. So the game keeps on running whether you're online or not online. So it's not like a normal game where you you do this, you pause it, come back tomorrow and start from where you were. So because of this, it means that while you're offline, you can actually be attacked, and other players can attack you and steal your resources and cause you a bit of hassle in your game. So here's some of the things that it says about itself: is build your galactic empire and dominate the entire galaxy. Okay, so you build colonies and expand your empire. You settle in strategic locations and watch your enemies and enrich your empire by trading. You can build mines, start resource production, build a university, develop scientific researchers, build defensive units to protect your resources against plundering, build a shipyard and start building warship, send the spies to enemy planets and gain information about their empire, attack enemy planets to capture their resources, create alliances and team up with allies against your enemies. Play whatever you want. You can play it on a web browser or your mobile phone. And there's some pictures. But let's just quickly log in and I will show you. Let me put this up. Put my pin in and log in. So what I'm going to do, so these are a couple. Oh, here's another thing. So I was going to do this video last week, but for some reason my sound didn't record, so I'm doing it again today. But here's an interesting one. See, it's Pandora. It's a new uni, and it starts in 3 days and 16 hours. So what I will probably do is I'll do a video on how I start in a new server. Okay, so these are all different servers, and they all have different things. So, for example, this is 1,000 resource and 5-speed fleet. That's compared to the what they call the original O game. So the original O game resources and builds when it's so speed, and this goes 1,000 times faster. So then this one's 505 speed for the fleet. The fleet is how fast the missions go between colonies, whether it's recycle, expedition, just the time it takes to go from your colony where it starts to the colony you want and back again. Okay, so 3 speed, that one's 6 speed, and the latest one's 6 speed, 1,000. But for today, we're just going to pop in here. So I've already built something. As you can see, my rankings aren't very high because I'm only using this account to show people or showcase the game to people. So let's pull in this one. We'll open this one up. Now you'll see that I've already done some stuff in here. So I've got a fair bit of resources. Notice that they're red. So the whole game is based on resources: metal, crystal, and deuterium. Okay, so the metal and crystal and deuterium, you spend it to build ships, do researches, build mines, build different things in the game. For example, let me just quickly show you. Now, what happens is when you spend these and earn these, okay, they count towards total points. So if you come into statistics here, this shows you your ranking. All right, and you'll see that I have made nothing today. All right, so I'm 0 points to the 0 going up, and that's my total points. So if I want to go up rank, I have to spend and earn more resources. So for every 1 point is 1,000 resources, whether it's metal, crystal, or deuterium. Okay, so this is here. So to get to the top rank, you got to do trillions and trillions. It'll probably take some time to catch these guys. However, so some of the features are, so let's talk about how we get the resources. So the first way of getting them is through mines. So as you can see, I have level 38 mine. Okay, so if I spend this much metal, and then this much crystal, it will use this much energy. But if I pull in here, it will show me, here's my current production per hour, and the next level will take me to that, which is a gain of this. Now, there's other factors that cause the gains to change. I'll go into it a little bit soon, but for now, so there's your metal mine, there's your crystal mine, and there's your deuterium mine, and then you build energy with solar plants, fusion reactors, or the other one in your shipyard is solar satellites. Okay, you can build them in your shipyard, which is here. And as you can see, I've got 1,000. Okay, I can build so many per second. When you first start, you can't build that fast. That's because of some of the upgrades I've done in the game. I'll show you that as well. But let me just show you. So it's 76,000 energy left. Okay, and if I build, say, 1,000, okay, build them, that'll build really quick. So they're done. Now I'm up to 180,000 available energy. So that energy can get spent on production. So if you look at here, I can go up to level 50 and I'll need 44,000. And look how much more resources it will make. That's the metal. Same thing with the crystal. Okay, up to level 50, another 44,000. And this is how the difference of production. And same thing with deuterium. The deuterium works a little bit different in its production, depending on the temperature of the planet. The energy is the same, right? But these amounts will change. The cooler the planet, the more it will produce. Will produce. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. What we're going to be. Okay, so the level 35 here on this planet 14. Now the higher see it's system 2 48614. Okay, see the temperature minus 35 to minus 21. Now if I go to my home planet, it's 71 plus to 80. Now, so I've got, let's put this up to level 35 so it's the same. That should go pretty quick because I got pretty high nanite factories, which I'll show you shortly. So if you look at this one, so it's level 35 on slot 3, and it produces 8 million. Oh, sorry, that one there, 8 million per hour. If I go down to level this slot here, number 14, which is also level 35, it's at 15 million. So it's almost double, and that's because of the temperature of the planet. So it's 19,672 energy, and in this one is also 19,600, but the production's different. So that one is affected by the planet temperature. So if you want more deuterium, you go to a different slot. Let me show you the slots. We go to Galaxy Blue, so I'm in Galaxy 2, right? System 486. Okay, and somehow I made this guy my enemy. But that's my slot 3. And here's my slot 14. Now here's moons. I'll explain moons a little bit later. But that's a galaxy view. And so the galaxy's got, I think it's 6 galaxies. So 6 galaxies, and it's 499 systems and 15 colonies on each system. Okay, so some have moons, some don't. So to get moons, I'll show you. We make a moon. So to make a moon, we'll come in here and we'll click this create a moon. All right, and the size of the moon depends on the costs. So if you want a bigger moon, okay, it costs more, a lot more. And the biggest moon you can get is up here for a super amount, and you need a high gravitation technology to do it. I'll show you that technology shortly. As you can see, I don't have the results. Now, why would you want a bigger moon? Well, it takes more ships to destroy a moon. But they'll form that moon, show you, that moon's filled. You click on it, it's got one slot, and you can build I don't have any resources there, so I can't build anything. What have I got here? No resources on that one, so I can't build anything. But you can build this up. You can build Moonbase. So Moonbase gives you 3 slots, which means for every level 1, you can then build 2 other, either robot factory, nanite, shipyard, sensor, or a jump gate. Okay, so then build level 1. Robot factories help you build faster, so you build 2 of them, then level 2 of this, and 3, 4. Once you've got level 10 of robots, which means you need at least level 5 of this, you're going to build level 6. You're then going to build nanites, which almost halves down to 40, saves you 40% of the build time. Okay, so as you can see on my home planet, I've got level 17 nanite, and that's why I can build those things so fast. I also have different things here. All right, so let me go back in here, finish off resources. So the only other thing that's different that I haven't mentioned, so fusion reactors, they cost you deuterium to create energy. However, as you do this research in here, you can do researches. As this gets higher, right, it will lower the amount of deuterium it burns and increases the energy output. Oh no, it doesn't lower the amount of deuterium it burns. It increases the energy for each unit of deuterium it burns. So every level you go up, let me show it back in here, back into the resources. I haven't built any, but every level you go up, you use that much energy reduction, that much fuel. Now what happens is every time I increase that energy level, so there's more than one way, so there's the research, okay, that will increase the output of that. It also increases the output of solar sats and the solar plant. So the next thing is these storages. So if you look at these storages, okay, if I build another level, it takes me up to this amount of resources in production. If you look, I got way more. So I probably need quite a high. So at the moment, I'm not producing any resources because my stores are full. So let me show you. Like this one here. If I build this to level 1, all right, I'll go to 18,700,000. So at the moment it's 11. So let's build that. So that's now built. See how that's white? Is now going to start producing deuterium. All right, and then every 1,000 it produces gives me 1 point. And every 10 minutes we get an update in here. Okay, so as you can see, on now my updates, I'm going up because I spent some stuff. Okay, now, so that's the basics of the economy. So why do you want the economy? Well, then you've got to go facilities. So robot factories increase the build of every structure. Okay, so for example, level 1 halves it by half. Level 2 halves it by 1/3. Level 3, 1/4. So I'm up to level 10. If I go to a level 11, I'll save 1/12 of the build time. That's on every structure. So that's in here, and in here. Okay. So now nanites also work on the build time of structures. Okay. So as well as your shipyard, and your shipyard can build ships or defenses, but because I have no shipyard here, I can't build anything on this colony. But here I have level 22 shipyard, and because it's such a high nanite, that's why I can build ships super fast. So if I want to say build these, say max, so let us spend all my resources up here. All right, let's produce that. What happened? Why didn't you work? Okay, so that's going to take 5 hours to build all those ships. Okay, if I was to build another nanite, it would save me a few hours on that build. So now, as you can see, they're all grayed out, which means I don't have enough resources, but this little blue item, I can use some dark matter, which will then convert some of these other resources to build the next level. I'm not going to do that for now because it doesn't really matter. Now, do I have? Okay, so I got 10 spy probes. So when these are full, or whether they're not full, what happens is these mines, every level goes up in costs. So I need 166 million, right, which every hour will produce 670 million, right, to do the next level. And see, it's red. So I have enough crystal, that's why that's white. I just don't have enough metal. Okay, so if I want to build that faster, I can attack another player. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to find an inactive player. Okay, so here's an inactive. I'll send a probe. Okay, so now here's the interesting thing that we find with probes. I have if you look at my research, I only got a level 3 technology. I'm very low with that, which means we're going to have a battle. So there's this guy with this much resources, and there's was an attack. So see this attack here, all right? This battle happened, and because he has no defenses, my probes won and come back. That means I can attack him now and win those half of these resources if I send enough cargo ships. Let's look at this play. He's got a bit more. 248, 78. So let's go on here, spy him, see what his current resources are. Now, when you send an attack, what affects how much resources you get is how much cargo space you got. If you don't have enough cargo space, right, you only fill your cargoes and come back. If you have more than enough cargo spaces, right, it depends on his technology, which I'm not going to, because I don't have high enough espionage research. That's this one back here. Because I don't have enough of this, I can't see all his info. So, but I do know from the battle that he has no defenses. See, it was a winning battle. 24878, 0 resources. His probes can't carry resources. But I know if I attack him, and there's 2 billion, so let's just send that. I'll just send them all. It's going to take 8 minutes for that to return. Yeah, what research is there? I've got to get, if I get this up to level 22, I can speed them up. But in the meantime, so let's go back to the facility. So I've explained robots, nanites, shipyard. This is research. Every level of that increases the research speed. So different researchers. So for example, that'll take me 0 seconds. We can do up to 5 researchers at once, like in queue. So I'll do a few of these because we're going to, so as you can see, as each level go up, they take a little bit longer to do. As you can see, they take each long. Now, if I want to speed that up, I can do 2 things. I can either build this research lab, okay, like the shipyard. So if I do level 19, it will save 1/20th of the time. However, there's a research in here called this intergalactic research, and it adds up the levels from every colony. So for example, I got level 18 there, level 15 there. If I do that one, that will speed up take a minute 24 to build. Actually, might just put a few in the queue. And I've got this one here, so a few in this queue as well. Okay, that can do 2 levels. So every time these go up, okay, they will help me because I have we do a bit more. Moving on here, just get these up here. Okay. So as they build up each level, that will help me in my research time. But this little one here, so level 7 will help me do 8 plant colony. Now I can run out 5 more colonies, build research labs on them, but unless I do level 8, I won't get the 9th one. And so to get the 13th, I need this at level 12, send out colonies, build research labs, and that will speed up all these research times. Okay, so now I'll go through the researches shortly. So another one of speeding up is this university. This only helps on the colony that you're on. So let me show you. So this one here, a level 0. So if I was to research this one, it'll take 9 seconds, or if I use something a bit bigger, 1 hour and 7 minutes. But because I'm back onto the colony where I have that university, I can do that in 51 seconds. So that's how the university speeds up 40% per level. Okay, so if I want it faster, I can do another level of that as well. This one here, Terraformer, this helps us with slots. So every colony gets so many slots. If I come in here, that's got 326 fields. As you can see, I've used 280 of them. So once you use 326, I can't build any more structures on this colony, which means I would need higher levels. So each one of this gives you 6 slots, but it uses one itself. So let me show you what I mean. You've got 326 available, all up. I'll go back in here, sorry. Build this next level. Remember, we've got really high nanite, so we did this pretty quick. So now we're up to 332. So we're going up 6 slots. But see, I went up from 280 to 281. So each level gives us 5 extra slots. All right, so that's for later in the game. Once you run out of slots, and you want to keep on building. Now, another feature of this game is so we've got this attack happening, right, to try to win some resources, because that's what happens. Your mines only produce so much. And eventually, your mines cost so much to build. It'll take you a year or 2 years, 5 years, depending what level, even 50 years of saving to do the next level. But if you attack other players, you steal their resources, you can build it a lot quicker. That's part of the game. So I'm doing an inactive. This player's inactive. You can tell because you've got this little sign here, inactive. It means he hasn't been on played for 28 days. His colony his mine still produce the resources, so we can farm him. Now these blue ones are people in vacation. Red means they're too powerful for me to attack, and they can't attack me either. And if we went through, there's not going to be too many players out there that I can attack or can attack me, because this is a very old uni. And you've got to be within a certain point ratio to get it. So we could spend ages trying to find a player that we can attack in this one, because this is an older unit. But the newer units, it's much easier. All right, so we'll leave that attack go. We've gone through here. So the only other one is your missile silo. This helps you build defensive missiles you can fire missiles at a colony to destroy their defenses, so it's easier to attack. Now, because this attack we're doing has no defenses, we don't have to worry about that. And if we build our own defenses and we want to protect it from other people firing missiles, this level here also does a protection missile, all right, or what they call an interceptor. So you can build those in the defense, okay, which is here. So I can build 571 missiles that I can attack other players with, and I can build 1,000 interceptors. Okay, so they will accept missiles. Once they're gone, then the structures get destroyed. Okay, so I can't build this one, so I have to build these up. So let's start doing some of these researches. No, I don't have the resources. All right. Wait, I think I need that one then. So weapons, I need the 22. I can do some weapons because I'm at a low level. What's happening here? Why is this? It's better. Throw 5 levels in a time. It should do some of them pretty quick because of my high university and all the structures I have. Okay, I can't build the next level because I don't have enough resources unless I trade it in for dark matter. All right, so now one other feature in this game that's different to the original is you have all these different offices. So they all cost dark matter. I don't have enough dark matter in this account to buy the next levels. This office helps these production by 5% for each level. So you can go up to level 20. So that's like 50, 100, double production. Engineer increases your energy per level, so you can get up to 10% more energy. This guy here, it's like it speeds up the build speeds of all your structures. This one here helps you with your research speeds. This one helps you with your ship production and defense production. So if I did more levels of that, you'd find that I would shut down the amount of time it takes to build all those cargo ships. This one does your in storages. So that's, as you see, my capacity is 107 million. All right. So if I did that to level 20 at 5%, that would take that to like to 200 million. Admiral increases their weapons, armors, and shields. How it calculates battles when there's a battle. Oh, look, our mission's just finished here. That's coming back. Now, there's 2 ways to look. I can just click on this and then highlight that, and you see the resources at spun. Okay, or you can come in here, look at the battle, and it shows you there. Okay, that's an old asteroid that I sent out and read that thing. All right, so back into offices. Then you have navigator. Each level increases the speed of your ships by 2%. So my ships run at level 10, so they run 20% faster than what standard game is. And then you have the general, which gives you more fleet slots. Fleet slots are these ones here. Okay, so I'm using 1 fleet here. I can do 16 missions at a time. I can have up to 4 expeditions running at a time. Okay, so to increase the fleet slots, you can increase this by 10. It also increases your orbital platforms and shields by 2 for each colony. So if I come in defense here, here's your orbitals. I can build up to 54, but I can't build any because I don't have the technology. I haven't unlocked them yet. But these ones here, I can build. I've built 31 out of 42. If I want more, I can use these officers, and I can get up to another 20 of them. And then this one here gives us free colonies. So if I unlock these other officers here, so level 6 there, level 2 there, that will unlock these. I can go up to 3 levels and get up to 3 more colonies. But the dark matter costs a fair bit. To get all these officers, I think you need close to about 4.5 million dark matter. There's several ways you can do it. If you want them straight away, you can come in here. So previous, it's shop. My bad. Shop. Click on purchase dark matter. You can buy it for cash. Okay. You need 200. You can buy up to 13 million dark matter for 200 euros. I think you have to buy at least this one here if you want all the offices straight away. But there is other ways of earning dark matter. I'll show you that now. So you got this online bonus. You click that. Okay, this online bonus. Once we click it, all right. So that just earned me some academy points and 4,000 dark matter. So you can get six. I think it's between 4 and 8 of those online bonuses a day. They come at random times. And the academy points you get is a percentage of your total points. That's what's available, what you spent, what I spent there. I haven't spent any in this one. Okay, so I'll go through that a little bit later. But that's one way of getting dark matter. The other way is to promote. So each one of these, if we do these, you get another 10,000 each. So that hasn't loaded up yet. I'll have to refresh the page. You don't even have to load these. You just click on it, reset it. And if we come back here, I can do that all again, 12, and see my dark matter's gone up 50,000. So that's another way of making dark matter. Other ways of doing dark matter is from missions. So through expeditions and through, asteroid mining. So if we click on this find asteroid, it gives us a list from 299 to 163. So if I click on that, it takes me to 299. Now if I just keep on going, and sometime before 163, you'll see I'll find an asteroid belt, and I'll have a countdown timer because they don't last long. Okay, now I believe the game will do between 4 and 6 per hour, and every so often there's special events in the game where you can get 8, double the amount. Okay, where are we? We'll eventually find it. So there you go, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that disappears. So I've got 1.5. If I send asteroids to this, as long as it reaches less than that, now I only ever send one because I only use these to win dark matter or containers. Okay, so that's going to take me 25 minutes. I'll send that out, and that will come back, and that can win things like in here. I've done some in the past. So there's 3,000 dark matter. There's resources because I only send the one ship. It doesn't pick up. Obviously, I've done a cargo space in the ship between these, so I'd have to send 11,000 to each, all of that and all of that. That's how many ships I'd have to send to win that resources. Now it is an extra way of making profit, but ideally, I think it's faster to farm inactive, especially in these older unis. Now these will go up as I increase mines, so it depends on what level mines you are. So the more colonies have, the more mines you have, the bigger the resources you can find. But you can get dark matter. Let me pull up this wiki and show you this one. So 20% of the time you should get an empty result, but you can lower that through academies. Okay, I'll show you that shortly. 15% you can win dark matter, 5% you win a container, and 60% you'll win resources. Excuse me, something in my nose. Now, containers will go in your inventory here. Okay, you can unlock it. I've already unlocked, I've got a moon. Sometimes you can get faster ship builds, faster research time. You can get 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours, I think. Reduction in, it could be I think you can buy them in here as well. Oh no, you can't buy them. It used to be able to buy them here, you can't now. You can win any of these except for the Empire Protection. So you can get extra fields. We showed the slots, so if I was to buy one of these, I don't have enough dark matter, 120,000, or you can get that in containers. And then this particular one will give you 12 fields. So if I had the dark matter, I brought that, that would take me up by 12 fields there. So you can build up a lot of fields several different ways. My ships come back, see the resources are there. So I'll come back into these researches, right all here. What's this one? We need this to 24 for one of the other things that we're going to be doing later. I might as well do the queue there. What else do I need for this to unlock these? I'm going to unlock these later. So I need these to be 20. So come in here, put that in the queue. I need 20. I think that needed as well. So what was that? 22 for that one. Oh wait, that was 22. That one was 20. Oh, that's the queue filler anyway. So we'll let them go as they're going. So, so researchers. So you got spy technology. You need a higher level spy technology than what you're spying to see everything. So you saw me upgrade this from level 3 to level 17. So if I want to see all their information, I need to be 7 levels higher. So if they're, say, level 20, I have to be level 27. Now, another way we can get more levels, and this is through Academy. Okay, so if we come into Commander, down this one here, I'm on level 0. And you can take this one once you've unlocked it, all the way up to, let's show this one. Let's unlock this one. We're not good enough Academy points to win. I'll go through these Academy points for you shortly too. So I've unlocked that now, so I can get 1 for each level. So that's 2. Okay, so I'm up to level 5. So now I'm 17 plus 5. Okay, 17 plus 5. That takes me to 22. Now, the only other way I can upgrade now is either do the actual research, or I think it's the power of 5 or the power of 4. So 1 probe is 1 level. So if I'm level 17 with 1 probe, if I send out 1 probe, that is like level 18. 5 probes is going to be like level 19. 25 probes, level, and so on, up to 7 levels. I think it's 4,096 total probes will give me 7 levels. So the maximum I can have is my research technology plus my academy technology plus 4,096 probes. And the other one is if I become a commander, I can get I think it's extra 2 levels as a commander. Okay, so commanders, if you're more of a war player, you can attack players. Okay, so we'll go into that next. So that's the spy technology with computer. Each level of this gives us an extra fleet slot. So I've got 17 slots now because I mentioned to get more slots, you either research your computer levels or you do this one here. You can get up to 20 slots on this one and so on. Okay, so you come back into the research. Energy, I think I already explained this one. For every level gives you more energy for your energy structures. Laser helps with, for every level, any ship that uses laser technology will get extra power in its weaponry when it does an attack. For every level you have, it also unlocks other things. So once you're at level 24, that's unlocked basically every structure and defense structure. This one here, iron, basically the same thing, except for it's for iron and then plasma. Gravitation, I did a video where I did this in like 3.5 hours to unlock this. It's not easy in a new uni. I'd actually probably wait until like week 8 in the uni before I even think of trying to get level 10. Some people need to do it earlier, especially if they're minors and they need that extra protection. But for me, I don't really play as a miner. I don't really build defense. So that's that. So then you got weapons technology, self-extraordinary. Every level gives you 10% more attack power. Shielding gives you more shield for each structure. Armor gives you more hull. So, for example, you've got to destroy 50% of the hull for a 50% chance of a structure to explode. 100% of the hull will destroy the structure. So the higher you have armor, the more hull each item has. Hyperspace technology unlocks other things like hyperspace drive and that, but it also gives you exposition results. So your exposition, when you win something, you get extra 1% of what you should have won. So if you get to a level 100 of this, which I think is probably almost impossible, this is the oldest uni, and if we come into records, you see levels that people have, different things. Level 51 is the highest in the game. Okay, but that also helps with the winnings of your asteroid. So because I'm only setting one, I find that setting 1 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 doesn't really increase the dark matter much. The highest dark matter I think I've ever won when I sent like huge numbers of these ships is like 7 or 8,000. I think other people may have won more, but you still win 3,000 with one ship. If you want more dark matter, in those wins you can come into Discoverer and do this one here. I think you can go up to level 20. I'll go through that a little bit later. So research, these three here. So we spoke about the hyperspace technology. Combustion improves the engines of anything that runs on combustion. Once you get to level 22, some of the cargo ships, so the light cargo, heavy cargo, recyclers go to impulse drive, but impulse drive, rather than being 10% per level, is 20%. And then hyperspace is 30%. Anything that runs on a hyperspace engine gets a 30% speed increase. Once you get to level 22 of this one, your cargo ships, so it's your light cargo, heavy cargo, and recyclers, go to that, which means their level 22 will be 660% speed. Level 22 gives you 440. Level 22 here. So if you're under level 22 there and they run on combustion, you only get 220%. This is your cargo space in your ships. Now, this is really good for your light cargoes, heavy cargoes, and that, and recyclers, because it increases your space by 50% of the main capacity or base capacity, where every other ship only gives you 5%. Another way to increase the we've spoken about speeds. Speeds and cargoes, again, is in Academy under Commander. This also, you can increase your weapons here. Your speeds here, 2% per level. This is your cargo capacity, 5% each ship. There's even 5% on the small cargoes as well, not 50% like the research. This one here is fuel saving. So the cost of fuel per ship goes down 2% for each level. You can save up to 60% eventually. Back into research. So astrophysics, every second level, you can build another colony. Every 6 level, I think it's every 6. Yeah, so when I get to level 21, I can do an extra expedition slot. So if I do 2 more levels of that, I can run 5 expeditions at once instead of 4. Okay, which actually helps you increase your profits if you're sending all your ships on expos, because while every more points you send, the more resources you get. Once you hit a certain level, the resources per unit is lowered. So let's say you might start out and you might, if you send 10,000 points, you might win 20,000 back. And once you send out 100,000 points, you might only win 100,000 back. Once you send out 1,000,000, you might only win 500,000 back. I don't know the actual calculations, but it's like that. So it will keep on going up, but it per value goes down the more value you send. So by having more expeditions fleets actually allows you to send all your value, but at lesser, so you can actually win more profits, and so on. Okay, so back in the research. So the only other things, I already mentioned this one, which increases your research on every colony, and then you have minerals. So if you want to increase your production, which I think I did this to explain something before. So if you pull this up, if I do the next level, I'll earn 13%. An extra 12%. Okay, and so on. And that's for metal. Same thing for crystal, and that one's for deuterium, the fuel. Okay, so deuterium, every time you send a mission, costs you deuterium per ship. You can see how much per ship by opening up the ship. So this one is 15. Mine only costs 14 because if we go back into this academy, like on this one here, I'd say 10%. So that's probably 1.5, rounded down to 1. Okay. What else we want? So you've got your different ships. I'm not going to go into each of them, but bigger, the better. Rapid fire, more power, but of course more costs. So I have to unlock these ones. I have to use my hyperspace technology, and later on, you need these when you're fighting other players, because every time a ship crashes, the metal and crystal value goes into a debris field. And if you pull up here, server properties, you see fleet debris down second from the bottom is 80%. So if it costs 1,800,000 metal, would go into the debris. And if it costs 500,000, 400,000 of the debris would go into the debris. And then, then you can harvest it, and that's one way of making profit. You can see that in some of these small flame bales. So in this one here, all right, so the Defender one. So this guy sent all these ships, they all got destroyed. He lost that many value. The Defender lost that many value, but then he harvests all that. So, and so on. So he actually ended up making a profit out of that. Anyway, so I think you probably got enough out of this so far to give you an overview of what the game is. Now, my next video will be on when this one opens up. Okay. Now, I'm not going to start this straight away because maybe I will. I'll start it early. I'll show you how I try to stay in the higher rank. It's a bit hard because I won't be spending any money on dark matter, and it takes a bit of time to earn dark matter early in the game. Like as you can see in here, I got so much here, and you can earn 100,000 a day through promotions. Probably earn another 50,000 a day through online. If you do the other missions, you can earn another 100 or 200,000 a day, but you need to earn about 4.5 million to get all the officers, and that will give you a game advantage. So there's going to be some players who will start, they'll buy all the officers, they'll get the 3 extra colonies straight away, which gives them, so much faster for building. But I'll do mine the hard way. So you don't expect to see me in the top 10 straight up. If I continue playing it regularly, I'd have to play so many hours a day. I'll probably do expedition. So I'll start at minor in these classes because at first my main income will come from mines. Okay, so I'll build maybe I'll build it to level 15 colonies. Let me have a look at researching here. Okay, so I'll probably end up getting this to, maybe I'll get this to level 16. It's level 16. Oh, wrong one. Astrophysics. Maybe I'll try to get this to level 21. Yeah, I'll do this to level 21. Once I'm at level 21 and I have my mines at least 30, 30, 30 on each colony, then I'll change to this one here because this will get me faster expeditions. So let me show you how expeditions work. Let's say I can do multiple expeditions. So I can select whether I say 1 or 4. Let's say 4. Let's send the heavy goes. And at the moment, it takes me 1 hour. So these will send out, take 1 hour. Win something, come on back, and then I can send again. So how long will it take in total? If I send that to 16, so it's 6 minutes, 6 minutes and 8 there, 6 minutes and 8 back, plus 1 hour hold time. So every 1 hour and 12 minutes, I can send a mission. So that's about 23 a day I could do if I stay up for the first day. Normally, because I sleep around the 5 to 6 hours a day, I probably could get around 13, 14 missions a day. If I was to change to this one here, come back here, instead of doing 13, 14 a day, I could do 15 or 16 because it's 40 minutes. But then I'll get, with the debris field's not a problem till we get aliens. Okay, so you can actually start making profit out of aliens on this one, where other classes more than likely you won't. And you won't lose as much when you get the big aliens. But then here you get 30% more resources when you get resources, and that can end up huge amounts to get you into higher rankings a lot faster. Expeditions will overpower mines, especially in this one, because if you look at it, it's actually the slowest production he's ever created. And 4-speed, you can still catch people in expeditions if you know how to capture, but it's a bit harder. Your timing has to be a bit more precise. 6-speed, it's easy. This one here, that's 3-speed. That one's 4-speed, that's 5-speed. So this one here is 3-speed. It's going to be almost hard to catch someone in an expedition, unless you can say there's ways of catching people doing expeditions, even when they're doing it from their moons. I might teach some of that later. However, because I haven't played this game in a year, I don't have strong enough accounts to play like that. Maybe I can do it in this new one if I stay on this for 2 or 3 months. But what I'll show you is I'll be lucky if I stay in the top 500 because I'm not buying dark matter. But after a week, I should be in the top 100. But how I play the game is I don't care about these 4 points here. This ranking means nothing to me. Building ranking only affects you against stronger players than that, so it doesn't mean nothing. I don't care about research ranking. There's only certain researchers that I'll get to a certain level and that's fine for me. I don't need any more. But this one here is what counts. This is where my goal in any uni I play is to be in the top 50. If I was to start playing this game, this uni, I'd work until I get into the top 50 and try to maintain the top 50. This is the oldest uni they have. Like, look how old this one is. It's 1,300 days. You know, I played that uni when it first started, and I was the ranked player for the first 4 months of this uni. Okay, I was very active, and because that was through the COVID lockdowns, and there was a uni before that I started in and learn all the little secrets in the game. That's slightly different between O game and this one. However, the server has completely changed. He's changed the way things he's changed the way that the things work within the game, like how you win on asteroids, how you win on expeditions, and even changing how you win points. So the original one, you had to spend the points to win the points. Okay. But this one now, you don't have to spend the points to win the points. Let me show you how this Nanite works. Okay, so it doesn't affect that, but it'll affect the build. 4 hours of 45. I'm going to spend 3,000 dark matter to complete this. And now we're down to 2 hours and 38. So my goal in this one will be to show you how I try to rank up as fast as I can, how I start playing the game without dark matter as a miner, okay? And I use expeditions on the side to help me in the game, and I'll show you how I play it and how I'm able to stay within reason top ranks until the game completely opens up and I convert to Expo, which would probably be after 48 hours. I'll probably convert to an expedition. Anyway, I'm going to go for now, everyone, and I hope this was informative. If you want to play the game, I really encourage you to learn the aspects of the game, and you will find that you'll get attacked a lot, especially as a beginner. But once you learn how to move fleet, defend yourself, and play it properly, and attack others, it's actually quite a fun game. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Thank you very much.